Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. We are continuing our playthrough here, trying to desperately pull ourselves out of a death spiral. And we seem to be making a little progress, maybe not a ton, but a little progress. We really just have to make it through the next 3 days. Most of our dupes are still mourning and have 3 cycles left. So we need to not have a dupe die for 3 days, essentially. And that will hopefully alleviate the biggest problems we have. Now, I don't know if we even have a doctor anymore. I'm certainly not seeing one, so we're gonna have to work on kind of replenishing our dupes as we get new printing pod options that come up over the next couple cycles. As far as food goes, we're still a little dicey. I mean, we're definitely not in the clear, but it's getting slightly better. I'm hoping the space heater, I'm gonna try to encapsulate this in insulated tile, and I'm hoping the space heater will start getting these pinch of pepper plants to grow successfully. Um, we are we still have sleepweed seeds going, but it's not a perfect system, and things are still going a little sideways in that regard. So, huh? These are damaged. I have no idea how these got damaged. Interesting. Well, that's a problem because that's not going to generate enough oxygen. What is that? Polluted water. So somehow polluted water entered into this closed system. Very interesting. And it is having our oxygen production. So definitely problematic. I am going to go ahead and re-enable these buildings to get our battery situation back under control. I know they're essentially running all the time, but at this point we have so much hydrogen gas here that we just have to start burning some of it off. It's kind of out of control. I do want to maybe cap this off temporarily until I can get a better handle on things. It's certainly on my list of things to do, which is a very long and growing list. Looks like we have some mining taking place here. Oxygen production is definitely a problem, so I think we should be a little more careful and make sure that we get that problem resolved as fast as possible. And essentially what that means, I have to get this polluted oxygen out of here. It doesn't matter if it's oxygen or if it's hydrogen that leaks into the system because it'll all kind of self-regulate inside of there. But I can't have this polluted oxygen going in the system. Well, I suppose it could. It would just get pumped out, hopefully, at some point. All right, so what is yellow alert? Looks like the grill, which I guess kind of makes sense for now because we really need to focus on food and making sure that food is taken care of. What's going on with the bathrooms? Because I feel like we are not utilizing them. It says they're ready. Okay. It is being used. So I'm not exactly sure why there's an issue. Oh, come on, Meep. Don't go over there while that's erupting. All right, we need to increase the priority of these mops. Because as we know, the wet feet debuff is actually fairly significant. One good thing about having less dupes is I actually need less oxygen, so it's, even though we're down 2 right now, we're not completely in the dark. Okay, we're getting past the morning phase. So stress reduction should be a thing that starts happening. Hopefully. Yeah, net stress is coming down for many people. Not everyone, but a lot of them. Even Nisbet still producing stress, but not a terrible increase. So once morning is gone, it should make a pretty significant difference. We definitely need to get a health worker here again, because that is getting quite questionable. This is still a hospital. I'm gonna turn off the yellow alert and just set this to priority 9. And we'll just have to keep a close eye on it while the calories are still really low. Right, we do have net stress going down for a lot of our dupes, which is great. It's certainly not perfect, but it is trending in the right direction. And I will take that over the alternative any day. So where is all the meat that is supposed to be being generated? I feel like it's just not happening. The system should be pretty automated. The eggs should be dropping in here. Yeah, they are. Okay, so there are hatchlings that are getting drowned and generating meat. It's just apparently just taking a while. Hopefully we can finish getting this pumped out. It is pumping. It's just taking a while. So we can start getting this gas siphoned off. And, well, siphoned off and pumped into here, where these slicksters can start breathing it in and converting it to crude oil. That's the goal anyway. All right, we did successfully mop up the polluted water here. We do have polluted water set as something we should dump into here. Not just swept polluted water either, just all polluted water. We probably should issue a sweep command just for the sake of doing it. Maybe go as far as to kind of set a lower priority sweep over the whole map, just so everything gets picked up whenever it can. Okay, we do have new people to choose for. Okay, so we needed a doctor, so this ends up working out pretty well. Our new guy can be a doctor. Medicine. There we go. Looks like we're knocking holes and stuff again. We have to get these built as soon as possible. so that we get the morale bonus here. And I'm really hoping we are now hitting a point where, yeah, morning's coming to an end. We should see a pretty drastic drop in our stress situation here. So hopefully things are finally meaningfully starting to normalize and we can get back to the work that has to be done. These massage tables being up here have been very handy. It definitely seems to be helping them mitigate their stress issues. Okay, it looks like morning is gone. So net stress is definitely declining, which is fantastic. We do not have enough polluted water cycling through these systems. So the question is, where's it all going? Because there's a little polluted water here. There's some getting pumped down here to maintain these mealwoods. And there's some that's routed up here for these pinch of pepper plants once they get actually developed. But the rest of it is just cycling through this loop, this temperature loop, and dumping back down here. So where exactly is it going? I guess I could turn this back on. Building is disabled. Enable the building. Let's get that enabled as fast as possible. And we apparently need more fertilizer, so let's go ahead and do this. Right, this is underwater here. Right, at this point, I'm just burning off hydrogen gas for the sake of burning it off. Our batteries are full and running all the time. I think enough polluted oxygen has probably filtered out of this area for it to be a non-issue, but I guess just for the sake of it, I'll slap a deodorizer down there. Try to get that done as fast as possible. And then once that can regulate some of this polluted oxygen, I actually should probably put one down here, but I don't want to run the extra line. Yeah, it is a little dicey on oxygen generation again, so that's something we're definitely going to have to clean up. All right, we do have water starting to fill up in this area. What's the temperature situation here? Okay, it is getting quite warm over in this region, which makes sense because it's coming in from the hydrogen vent. Okay, what else can we do? Our stress is definitely ticking downward, which is fantastic. But what else can we do here? All right, let's get this turned on. Okay, we are once again making fertilizer, and I think we're using the phosphorite to do that. All this water is going to get pumped out of here, which is fine. That should help fill this back up with cold water, which will cool this area. Gas is now being pumped again, thankfully. So all this carbon dioxide that will sink to the bottom should get forced into this area here. And that'll be eaten by the slicksters. I mean, we only have one right now, but this one will hatch pretty soon. and they'll start to multiply, and it'll actually eat through this carbon dioxide really quick. We're gonna find ourselves in a situation where we're actually gonna be running out quite rapidly. Got some soggy feet situation going on there. Let's issue some mop commands just to clean this up a little. Okay, now I would like to prioritize getting this insulated tile built, because this pinch of pepper bread is what's going to pull us out of our rut. It's going to generate a lot of morale. It's going to generate a lot of calories. So we're going to be in a pretty good spot with that once we can get that up and running. Okay, this should be higher priority because I want to keep the compost going. There isn't that much polluted dirt. All right, we do have some of that going. Eating away at the little bit of polluted dirt, making it into regular dirt. These farm tiles are being tended to. This is all getting really damaged up here. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe it's just temperature damage. Maybe because the hydrogen is more conductive. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm just going to leave this hydrogen running for now. Here we go with the insulation. That should help keep this heat that we're generating here in this region. And more importantly, keep out the colder air around it. Because we actually have kind of the opposite problem right now, where all of our liquid's cold, so our base is actually getting, I'm not gonna say too cold, but definitely colder in the middle. Okay, we do have this carbon dioxide starting to back up real good. I do want to mop up this little bit of water in here before it becomes an issue. Yeah, let's do more mopping. Okay, we do have the water starting to fill up down here. So everything is going pretty well. Stress is definitely coming down across the board. That should stop any tantrum spirals, that stop breaking stuff. So I think we're finally through the worst of it. Our calories are going up, and that's not even counting the meat that will come out of here and be made into barbecue. Speaking of which, I think I can get back to not consuming the meat or the bristleberries. I just want them to do the bristleberries. So that's the produced food. And that should help with morale as well. Yeah. Yeah, so on the whole, the stress is going down quite significantly for pretty much everyone. Breathability is decent, but it can definitely be better. I like to see these numbers like 1500, 2000. they're definitely not anywhere close to that at the moment. I would like to deconstruct this. Get the polluted water out of here. Set those all to exclamation priority. Make sure that gets done as fast as possible. I don't necessarily care if the bottles stay in here, but you probably should try to get them out of there. And repair them. Okay, so that's done. Well, it'd be nice if the bottles got carted away, but... Okay, we do have a new blueprint to choose from here. I don't think we really need any of these. I mean, he's good at piloting and athletics, so that does increase run speed, and he has increased agriculture. Maybe. I mean, I need a farmer. He's not really a farmer, but we'll take him. We're gonna turn you into a farmer. Thank you, Mr. Farmer Man. Okay, how long is it gonna take to empty? Okay, why can't it not sweep? Well, let's just put the insulated tile back in. Get that done as fast as possible. Stress is still dropping quite rapidly for everyone. Well, for almost everyone. At least oxygen is being more consistently generated again. Let's check out the oxygen overlay. Yeah, it's coming out here. So it should bleed through all this and repressurize most of these areas. Coupled with the carbon dioxide getting slowly filtered into here, we should be in a pretty good spot. Let's increase the priority of this mop just to get this water out of here. Okay, we do have some plug slugs built over here. I don't really know what we're going to do with them, but at least they're kind of contained to one specific area for the time being. I guess I could convert that into a farm and try to take care of them. This really needs to finish being built. As a matter of fact, I'm going to, like, extreme priority this stuff. I hate that I have to put it to such high priority, but they're not going to do it unless I do that. Speaking of way too many people on this schedule, so 3, 4, and 5 are all short people. And, you know, I'm going to move Stinky to 5 as well. I'd rather move too many people to the other ones because they're all going to default to the first schedule. So I'd rather leave less people in there, and then if I forget, it won't be as detrimental. Okay, we can change these priorities back. This is now filtering and pumping. So what is this filtering? This is outputting nothing. It's doing nothing. Okay, you are supposed to be capturing... I want to say I was going to have it capture this chlorine. Yeah, let's get this done. Especially while this is not currently active. We should get that mopped up as well. Not that that's going to matter, because this is just going to leak water over and over again. Well, at least if I can get all the chlorine filtered out of here. Okay, are we not siphoning water right now? We have a lot of salt. Yeah, we seem to be out of sand or low on sand. Filtration medium. So are we consuming sand somewhere? We must be. All right, we got eggshell to lime. How much igneous rock do we have? All right, let's take a look at ore. Very little lime. Lots of coal. Plenty of salt. Surprisingly little sucrose, but at least we're consistently producing it. Let's take a look at... Oh, that's a lot of ice still. 41 tons. All right. We do have some copper back in stock, but everything else is pretty dicey. I need to conserve this iron. I need steel pretty desperately. A little bit of diamond. Lots of algae. I don't think we ever really used it. This polluted dirt will slowly be converted to regular dirt. Okay, lots of igneous rock. And no sand. So, I think we have an answer there. Igneous rock to sand. Let's do that forever. Okay. Oxygen should be improving. Breathability. Slow, but it is going up. Yeah, it's a little better indicated here. All right, so this is now all like pretty much insulated. So this temperature, yeah, looks like phosphorite is the current bottleneck. Now that temperature has been resolved, which I think is produced down here. Yep. So I'm going to put that at a lower priority and then copy it up to here. I did not mean to do that. Nor did I mean to put it there at all. Oops. All right, copy. Let's put this here. Oh, what am I doing? There's already 2 of them right here, and they're both full. Or, well, one's full, but... Alright, so let's priority 9 these pinch of pepper plants, because they are going to be kind of the bread and butter. Alright, we do have a farmer going here. There we go. We finally have pinch of pepper plants being grown in our colony. So slowly but surely we are getting there. Stress is significantly reduced. Almost everybody's at 0 stress. Let's pop over to our other Planetoid here and see how things are going. Terrible, because there's nobody alive. Everybody's dead. That is really, really bad. At least we have some oxygen. Maybe once we get some dupes over here, things will start going a little better. We definitely need a farming dupe. Probably needs to be our first dupe over here to repopulate. Yeah. So I don't... Is there actually a way to even get to here? Maybe that was part of our problem. Definitely have to get that fixed. Well, let's see what comes up in 0.2 cycles when our mini pod pops again. And we can hire a dupe. Looks like chlorine is successfully getting stored here from this cycling. Carbon dioxide is slowly getting cycled down through here. Although the gas pressure is really low. There we go. We got another slickster here. And another egg. So things are definitely trending in the right direction. New printables are available. I'm going to check it over on this Planetoid. Okay. We do not have anybody cooking and cuisine. I guess I could put this person over here. They're not really the best for this area, but at least get somebody over here to start doing some work. And I think I'm going to actually put them on farming to begin with, even though they're not a farmer. Hopefully, if anything, just to get something headed in the right direction. This this area has been an unmitigated disaster for some time. I do want to deconstruct all these ladders. There's just so many ladders that don't need to be here. And I think if we just deconstruct these ladders, I can move this forward. I don't think this pipe exit needs to be here either. Although it could be wrong. I am wrong. It's outputting from there. But I could just tap into this line here And that should output to there as well. And I could just deconstruct this entire section of pipe. And everything else should still run properly. At least theoretically, that's how it should work. Okay, we do have hydrogen all backed up here. All right, we will let this guy go to town. We do have some calories available. So hopefully he will be fine. Okay, I think that leaves us at a pretty good spot to put the cut in here. We did make a lot of progress bringing our stress levels down. We did get, not completely, but we are headed in the right direction with these pinch of pepper plants. They're starting to actually grow. We are resolving our issues with the sand and the filtration. We're getting all this carbon dioxide pumped out. We're getting more oxygen, excess oxygen, pumped into the systems, and getting our base kind of leveled off. So I think we're finally out of the spiral, and now it's just, and our calories are back up to like 95,000, which is definitely definitely in the right direction. So we are in a very good spot. I feel like we are out of the woods, and we're getting back to the part where we're going to start rebuilding. So everything is headed in the right direction. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one.